Hello there, this is Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today we're in my office today, and we're going to be having a quick look at this. This is an Nimbus PC-186. I was on Facebook earlier and on Retro Gamer VX's Facebook page, and he put a link up of one of these that was on eBay. I know he's got one himself. It got me thinking. I got this many years ago from a radio rally. It was left at the end of the rally. No one wanted it, and it had been left to be swept up with all the rubbish. That must be about 15 years ago, and I picked it up then. It's got a really nice small form factor if you look at it with my hand and the floppy disk. It's only tiny, and I thought it was probably like a 386 or something like that, so I just grabbed it and threw it in my car at the end. It wasn't until I got it home actually and did a bit of research that I realised it's not actually really a PC at all. It uses the AMD 186 processor, which was really used more in industrial control applications and embedded into pieces of equipment rather than used as a personal computer processor. And it doesn't use standard monitor outputs for a PC or anything like that. So I took a look at it back then and didn't do anything with it. I just shoved it in storage with all the rest of my junk, and never really thought much about it. But it was with Retro Gamers VX's Facebook page, someone actually put the pin out for the colour and mono monitor pin outputs on it up on Facebook, so I was able to figure out how to connect it up to a display, and that's just what I've done today. Bit of a bodge actually to get this to display anything at the moment, because I didn't have the right 6-pin DIN connector for the mono output. So what I've done up to now, that's my standard monitor that I use with things like my BBCs, and I use it with that Acorn over there and anything else really. It's got VJ input, it's got a SCART input, which obviously gives you composite, and it's got S-video input. It was a £5 from a car boot sale years ago. It does the job. It's really quite a nice little monitor that. Anyway, I digress. So I've got that connected up to a breakout box that breaks my SCART out to composite. I've got that going through, that's probably the cheapest, nastiest female composite you can find anywhere. I broke it off a bit of a scrap circuit board. Soldered 2 wires onto the back of it, and if we look down here, yeah, I've just literally, let's see if we can get a better picture of that. Don't want to move it too much because it will probably go off. There we go. I've literally... Pin 1 is composite, pin 2 is ground. I've just tinned up the wires and I've just shoved them in the socket just so I could get a bit of a, see if I could get a bit of a signal out of it. Now, I've been told that these should work with a standard, oops, let's get that to focus in. A standard PS2 keyboard, which I've got connected to it, but at the moment I haven't actually got any keyboard, the keyboard working. I'll just whip the top off so you can have a look inside. You've never seen inside one of these. It's not, like I say, it's not actually like a PC. It's really hard to do this one-handed, I would say that. There we go. There we go. Come on, off you come. Right, there we are. It's off. And here we are inside. So we have a standard PC double density 720k floppy disk drive. We have got a hard disk drive. Oops, that's probably not the best thing to do that. That is it's a Connor. Come on, focus. There we go. It's a CP3040. Now I believe it's about 40 megabytes. And it's a SCSI hard drive, which again, back in the day you'd have expected it to be, if it was a PC it'd probably be IDE, or possibly if it was a bit older it might be MFM, in the 286, 386 it was an RLL, but you'd expect MFM, but in this case it is SCSI. It doesn't use standard ISA PC cards. These are the expansion cards it's got fitted. I think the top one's a parallel printer card. I'm not sure what the one underneath is. And they connect to the main board via a ribbon cable like that rather than onto an ISA bus. I don't know whether it's very standard to ISA. I've not really looked into it that much, but that's how the two expansion cards are connected. What else can I show you while I've got it open here? Ah yes, if we have a look down here, that there is the processor. It's an AMD N80186, and next to it I think that slot there is probably the slot for a math code processor, probably an 8087 math coprocessor. I could be wrong about that. Like I say, I've not looked into this too much, but I'm expecting it's something like this. And we can have a look here. We will see that the unit was made in 1992. So it's certainly getting on a bit. It's over 20 years old. And again, the hard drive's inspection is 1992. I'm just going to put... Right, I think that's about it really. As you can see, it's absolutely filthy dirty. I've not done any form of cleaning or anything at all to this. I've just dug it out from its resting place. And I will show you it running. I've got the monitor set up onto the SCART input, so we should get something. Obviously this is only going to be mono, it just show you that it actually does fire up still. Let's give it a bit of a switch on. And there we go. Not heard any beeps out of the thing so far. We'll look. There we are. Looking for Winchester, which is the Winchester hard disk. Now, I don't know where it finds the Winchester, it just skips past it. It does a RAM test. It's got a megabyte of RAM, this thing, with 64 kilobyte of that has actually been saved as video RAM for the screen. Anyway, it looks for an operating system, but can't find anything. Now, I don't know whether the hard drive is dead. It is spinning. It is actually spinning. I don't know whether it's dead or it's been wiped before I got hold of this thing. That could be a possibility. Like I said, I have no idea what its original, who its original owners were. Although these were primarily used in schools. I expect it probably came from a school or a college or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I was going to say, I'm hope to get some software for this thing. Hopefully I'll get some installation discs, because even if that hard drive's dead, I know for a fact up in my stores I've got some, I think they're either 80 or 100 megabyte SCSI hard drives. I got a big stack of them years ago when they were obsolete and someone was throwing them out. They're all in fully working order. There was complete pulls out of some industrial equipment. So if that is dead, I might have a go at sticking one of them in there. Like I said, I need to see if I can get all the software. Someone's just given me a link somewhere. I might be able to find the software that I need for this thing. So yeah, that's about it for now. Like I say, at least you can see it does actually work. I'll get some DIN connectors so I can make that cable up properly, and I'll even try and get something out of the colour at some point. But I would like to try and see if I can get this thing fired up first, even if I can just get it to boot off a disk. The only problem I'm having at the moment, I can't get the keyboard to respond to anything. I don't know if there's any special key presses I need to get into a BIOS setup. Like I said, I'm not familiar with this at all. Like I said, when I picked this thing up, I thought it was an old 382 or 386, something like that. I had no idea it was something a little bit unusual. The keyboard, it's powering the keyboard from that connector, because if we press caps lock, look, caps lock lights. If we can press scroll lock, that's a good one. Scroll lock, look, scroll lock works. So It's getting 5 volts from the computer to power the actual keyboard up, but I don't know whether I'm getting any data back. The keyboard definitely works because this is the keyboard that I use on my A7000. But Control-Alt-Delete doesn't do anything. I've tried pressing the F keys and I get absolutely nothing happening on screen at all. Right, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm already over 10 minutes. Thanks for watching and goodbye.